Like this are coming just off of a popular Lexington road, and construction, just like what's behind me, is going to benefit the entire community. This map shows the section of a roadway in between Oliver Lewis Way and High Street that's blocked off, which will soon be the home to Town Branch Park. Designs show what the area, which is currently lined with construction signs and rubble, will look like in the summer of 2025. An 11-acre green space with an amphitheater, water play area, dog park, and more. The construction of this new park also welcomes a more walkable link between downtown Lexington and the Distillery District for a safer commute for those traveling back and forth on foot.
We're providing access from High Street, pedestrian access over to the park. There is an additional sidewalk, a tunnel, and a bridge that will bring you over from High Street all the way over into the park. We'll also be putting in a mini roundabout that gives you access to Ty Court, Manchester Street.
Although the park isn't expected to be fully finished until the summer of 2025, he says that this project should make the area safer for pedestrians by mid to late 2024. While the area has shut down parts of the road, crews do want people to know that the work will not affect traffic going from Oliver Lewis into the Distillery District. In Lexington, I'm Lucy Bryson, WKYT.
City leaders broke ground on that park back in August.